Hello everybody, this is the Time Project, back with another gameplay video. I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, I am back again. Today we are going to be playing Donkey Kong Jr., and this is the NES version. I have the emulator up on Messin, which is an NES-like ROM, where you can play NES games on, and I actually have a controller this time. So, like, um, it's going to be significantly less headache-inducing to play this than the past few emulators. And also, this one, unlike the original Donkey Kong on the NES, does have all four levels, and it's basically almost identical to the original arcade version. I mean, there's a few like graphical and sound differences, but it's not really anything too big. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Donkey Kong Jr., and that's about it. If you're wondering why I don't have my headphones on, it's because the headphones are kind of broken in that like audio only comes out of like one side. So yeah, I can't really like use those because it's very disorienting and honestly hurts my ears because they only come out because it's really hard to like because they constantly only go to one side. So I'm going to minimize OBS Studio because you know it's going to lag too much if I don't, and we're going to get going. Anyway, this is Donkey Kong Jr. I'd actually say this game is harder than the original Donkey Kong, but like not by much. But like when I play this game, since it's by a controller, it's definitely not going to be as difficult because when I did a run of this game, it was much easier than the original Donkey Kong solely for the fact that the emulator wasn't as choppy, and because I actually had a controller. And it's going to be really nice when I actually get controllers full time because I'm really tired of having to deal with like 80s arcade games when I have to deal with like bad emulators and like bad audio and like no like really like save states that are such a fucking headache to load and reload and basically all of that. And like there's no controller. Like I'm getting so tired of having to deal with all that. So it's going to be nice when I'm finally done with the 80s arcade games that I can just don't have to worry about any of that shit anymore. Um, I mean, they were kind of fun to do, but like I wouldn't say I'd like to do it again. Yeah, and I just died. I don't even know why the hell I did that. I didn't even. Oh yeah, I did a run of this earlier, so that should work. It's. I know that wasn't a game over, but like that was so stupid. Maybe I should have kept that in. There's a pause button in this version. That's different from the original. Yeah, it's just gonna feel really nice when I can just like play a game and don't have to deal with the headache of like you know controls and like controls and bad emulators and shit like that. It's just gonna be so much better, is what I'm saying. And I just fucking died. I guess you've already noticed this already, but an interesting thing about this game is that Mario is the bad guy. So far, this is the only Mario game to feature Mario as the bad guy. And also, like, one of the few games where you can play as Donkey Kong Jr., who kind of, like, stopped existing. Like, it's so weird. Like, Donkey Kong Jr. was a character, he just stopped existing after the NES days. Like, like I mean, like Donkey Kong in general, like after the original arcade, like he just kind of stopped being a popular character until the Donkey Kong Country games, when he like really got a revision. And then by that point, Diddy Kong was starting to appear as a character, and Donkey Kong Jr. was completely absent. So it's really weird. Like it's really weird is like basically what I'm trying to say. That Donkey Kong Jr. Like he was a playable character in Super Mario Kart, but that was the only game he ever like made an appearance as a playable character in. He never appeared in Mario Kart after that. And not only that, but like he appeared in Mario Tennis as a playable character. And after that, he just fucking disappeared. After like he just didn't appear ever again, really. Like like he's a character that basically just stopped appearing. Yeah. I I mean, I can understand, but like, it's kind of weird that they didn't even use like Donkey Kong Jr. for the Donkey Kong Country series. But then again, like Donkey Kong Country has like Cranky Kong as the original Donkey Kong in this game. Anyway, this is the final level. Um, so basically, it's basically very similar to the final level in the original Donkey Kong, except I think it's a bit harder. But you're not really going to see that because it's a much better ROM and the controls are. And I actually have a controller this time. And I'm not trying to like justify my bad performance in the original Donkey Kong. Like, if it comes across that way, which it probably does, I'm sorry, but like, it really is a fact that playing on a good emulator with good controls is actually like much more bearable than like a bad one. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, since like Donkey Kong is not the since Donkey Kong in this game is actually Cranky Kong, I guess that means that like Mario in this game isn't the Mario we see in the later games. Like, I mean, like if you look at the artwork for Mario in like the original Donkey Kong, it looks very, very different from what he does in like from what he did later. So I'm guessing that this isn't like the Mario we know in the original and like the Mario games. So yeah, that's it. That's Donkey Kong Jr. basically. Our what? We're only 6 minutes in. Oh my god. Um, there's a reset. Let's play game B and see how that goes. I'm actually gonna make a save state at the start of each level. I know I just started the startup and I don't care. I believe this is just a harder version. I don't know, but I'll try to go through it. Oh, interesting fact. I mean, other than and on the fact that this is like the only game where Mario's been portrayed as a villain. This was also one of the main games where where you know, remember the game theory video where like the Mario is like a psychopath video from game theory. Like, this was one of the main pieces of evidence to that. And personally, I think it's just a very overblown. Like, it's just a game, man. It's not like. I mean, I get that's kind of the point, but like, it seriously did come off as overanalyzing things. Also, Luigi did a lot of the same shit, I guess, but that didn't really come up in the video. I don't know. It just came off as very overblown to me. But apparently, according to this game's story, like, this Mario is doing this as revenge for Donkey Kong capturing Pauline. So, I guess he has some reason. I don't know. Here's a topic that doesn't like have anything really to do with the game at all. But have you? I tweeted about this today, but like I have this, but like the online left right now, it's kind of giving me some like anti SJW vibes, and I'm not sure how. And like I can kind of explain it, but like I know you might not believe me, but like I can kind of explain how, like why that is. Like like oh my god, I gotta jump there. Like, but like I'm gonna try to explain why I think that. But like yeah, like it's really making it really is kind of giving me like anti SJW vibes because like one of the big things is that you probably have seen that TikTok of that one person who like try to who like said that we had to vote for Biden to beat Trump. And I'm going to admit the video itself, I mean, they were kind of like acting, they were kind of like being like extremely like condescending and angry and like all of that other stuff. They came off as just unhinged. Like, it wasn't a very good video. Like, if you want to like prove that voting for Biden is good because like you're fighting against Trump, who I guess is the greater evil in the scenario, like I guess that's fine. I can understand that. But there's a way to do it without coming off as fucking like as unhinged as that person did. But still, like what I've been seeing is that like Twitter leftists have been sharing their photo and they use they them pronouns, and also the misgendering is pretty always really nice. But either way, they've been posting their photo literally every time Biden does something bad, and like it's just like they share their photos so much, and this video literally came out like fucking it was like 6 months ago, and people are still fucking sharing their photo around. It's like, what the hell? Like, like seriously. Like I said this, and like it really reminds me of of Big Red. You all remember Big Red, right? From like how like the right basically used like a photo of her literally like all the fucking time, and it really just came off as like kind of cyberbullying, basically. Or even like people like remember like Trigglypuff and the It's Ma'am and the there was like this one woman who was like yelling at a bunch of Trump supporters, and and this other woman who was crying at Trump's inauguration. Like those people were mocked like pretty endlessly by the right. It's kind and like their photos are being shared around a lot, like being posted a lot. Like this really kind of reminds me of that. Like honestly, like it really does. Like I don't like it's just I thought we were better than this. Like and like some people are trying to like justify it. Like do we really want to go back to like the 2016 like anti-SJW days? Because it really feels like some like like some of the online left actually does want to go back to that. And it's not even just that. Like I hear this rhetoric a lot. Like people on Twitter will talk about like will complain about like woke scolds and tankies, and it's just like what is going on? Like this is literally just like you could literally just substitute like woke scold or tanky for like SJW, and it's literally just the same. Like it's just anti SJW again. Like, I feels like some people really want to do the anti-SJW stack again. Okay, I'm guessing that game B was supposed to be harder, but like it really didn't feel like any like that much harder from them the first game. But yeah, it's just so much is going, so much is just it's just not adding up. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to go back to the days of like anti SJW where the anti 2016 days where like we complained about SJWs and feminists and talk and like they shared the picture of like Big Red and Trigglypuff? Do we really want to go back to those days? Because it really feels like some leftists do. I don't know, man. I'm just venting. Okay, I'm guessing that that's it. I'm just gonna end it right here. End the video. And 13 minutes, that was more than enough. Okay? How have I not gotten a game over yet? There we go. Alright, that's enough for this video. I hope you liked it. This is a time project, and I am going to be signing out. See you in the next video.